Hello everybody, welcome to a Kerbal Space Program video. My name is not Matt Lown, however I am stealing his content. Today I'm recreating the SLS launch that was supposed to happen yesterday, however it was scrubbed. As you can see, the launch happening right now. It was supposed to launch yesterday, but there was a few issues and I planned to release this the day after the launch, but I guess it's happening before then. I'm sure you all know what a gravity turn is. I doubt I have to explain it, but we're just pitching over now and burning off those solid rocket boosters. I believe in real life they're 5-segment solid rocket boosters from shuttles, actually reused parts from shuttles, and we're coming up to stage separation just about now. Yeah, now we're on those 4 RS-25 engines of the core stage, also from the shuttles I believe. Lots of this craft is from the shuttles, reused hardware from that, and now we'll be pitching over, and we'll be ditching this stage a little early, just to remain consistent with the real flight profile of the SLS. Pretty sure in Kerbal Space Program this craft would be able to go a lot further than the moon and a lot further than it needs to. So yeah, ditching that about now. Engine cut off and stage. We're now down to that Atlas 5 central upper stage, I believe. I think that's what it's called. Let me know if I'm wrong. And we've deployed our solar panels now. I saw on a few diagrams that they do fold backwards like that. I might be wrong about that as well, so let me know if I am wrong about that. But that's what I saw in the diagrams, so I thought I'd quickly recreate it. It only took a few hinges, and as you can see there is our Orion crew module there, I think it's called. Yeah, unmanned for this launch. This is a completely unmanned test of all the equipment. Just to go round the moon and come back, similar to Apollo 10 but without people in it. So we've now circularized our orbit and we can head over to the moon. I'm once again sure you all know how to do it. Just pull out that prograde marker to the moon's orbit and spin it around a bit until you get an encounter. That's what I did anyway. I'm sure lots of people probably do it a lot more skillfully than I have, but oh well, I've got the Delta V for it. 2,500 in fact, actually. I could go a lot further from the moon if I wanted to. We are now burning for our trans-lunar injection. I don't know what it would be called in Kerbal. Trans-lunar injection? Not sure. But that beautiful waterfall mod right there on our engine. Looks great, yeah. My graphics mods are Waterfall, Scatterer, Eve and Astronomer's Visual Pack for anyone who's interested. So trans-lunar injection burn is complete, and we are now on an intersect course with the moon. We're going to do a quick change in our inclination as well as proximity to the Mun right now. We're doing that afterwards because I find that the further into the trajectory you are, the less delta V it takes to change your trajectory. It's probably very scientific and very obvious to lots of you, but that's just what I found. It would be a lot more costly delta V wise to do that at the Mun. We've now detached from the central upper stage and we are now down to our Orion module. Yeah, burn away from that spent stage. I don't think it was completely spent, but once again to preserve continuity with the flight plan. And we are now approaching the Mun. You may be wondering why I'm talking, and it's because I put a lot of effort into this recreation here. And I thought, why waste it with just text popping up on screen? So this might be a one-off. I might do others. I might become Matt Lown too after he stopped making KSP videos. Very sad, but I'll replace him. Definitely not. I'm not as good as Kerbal as Matt. Definitely not. I barely managed to do this mission, and I'm a terrible YouTuber as well. I did have a time lapse of making this craft, but I'm really stupid and I didn't record it by accident, so sorry about that if you wanted to see that. But we are now decelerating around the Mun. We're circularizing our orbit. It's not going to be completely circular. I don't think the real thing is completely circular, but we are going to circularize it a bit at apoapsis, where we can heighten our periapsis around the Mun. So that's what we're doing now. Very short burn, just to raise it a little bit above the moon's or Mun's surface. Now doing our science experiments. I put them behind the structural panel because they're ugly. Yeah, and I had to fish around a bit to get them, but I did, and we can collect those all into the I don't actually know what that part's called. The thing that stores all the science equipment and stuff. And now what we're going to be doing now is just orbiting the moon a few times and waiting for our periapsis to align where we need to do our burn, which is here. and I did not launch at the correct time for this to happen on our second orbit, which I'm pretty sure is how many orbits the real thing's going to do. But yeah, now we just put our maneuver node on near that periapsis and just wiggle it around a bit until we get a nice encounter with Kerbin with a nice and low periapsis. Look at that Kerbin rise, or Earth rise, whatever you want to call it. Looks great. And now we can do our burn to get back to Kerbin, bring this thing home. That's a great shot, I have to admit. That looks like a thumbnail material right there. Maybe I will. So, yep, now we have our orbit around Earth, or Kerbin. Not the best orbit, obviously, because we're going to be intersecting the atmosphere, which is actually what we want, because we want to decelerate and land back down. I'm not sure you could really come in at this speed in real life. You definitely burn up and die, but this is Kerbal Space Program and the heat shields are OP, so it doesn't matter for us. We're decelerating now, just using up the last of our fuel before we can detach from the module and land. I tried to beam that down again and deploy it really, really late, and it did not go well, as you're about to find out. Yeah, the root part was not the capsule, and it almost burnt up, but managed to get it detached from that now. Drogue shoots out, that's just going to slow us down a bit, but we got 3 main parachutes apart from that, which are going to come out now. There we go, and we can get rid of the heat shield as well, added weight. And now we're going to coast down to Kerbin, and that will be mission complete. And no one is home safely because no one's in it, but hopefully they will be in a few launches time. I hope you're all looking forward to that. SLS is looking pretty promising, I have to say. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.